on me. Promise that you'll never be lonely.
Hi guys, welcome to London Lips YouTube channel. Welcome if you're new and welcome if you're not. Today I'm going to be telling you about an interview I went to at Edgware Road. Yes, I answered this ad that was advertised. You know, this guy said he's looking for some girls to come down and work at his parties. You can be working at his parties. He pays $700 a week. You can do a 4-day week if you like. And you know, you can, start at around 8 o'clock and you finish at around 4 in the morning. So anyway, I got off at Edgware Road. The reason you're seeing Edgware Road on the screen is because this location was at Edgware Road. So the party was kind of advertised like it's an adult party. All ages can come, all sizes. You can be tiny to big. You can be anything from like a size 6 to like, I think it was a size like 28 or 30, something like that. So there's no weight, anything like that, no height requirements. Anybody can come down here and work for this guy. So I gave him a call and he was like, yeah, head on down. He gave me the address. So I got dressed, I got ready. He was like party dress style. So I got dressed. I didn't take it too far. I got myself a skirt that came up to maybe my knees, got myself on a cute little top, done my hair, done my makeup, and I was ready to go. So pull up by Edgware Road. Probably it's around 8:30 by then. So anyway, I got a little lost and then boom, I arrived. I was at this block of flats. So started to get a little bit creeped, but I was like, no, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this for you guys because I want to tell you about the experience. And I was like, I'm gonna go in there and see what's going on. So I went into the flats. They were quiet and there was like a lift. I got into the lift. I went I think it was 3 floors up. Came out of the lift. The corridors were quite narrow and small. And as I come out of the lift, the flat door opened. Out comes this white guy, tall guy, 6 foot something, city boy looking, blonde hair, good looking guy. He wouldn't look badly on like a Calvin Klein, advertisement or something like that. I was like, good looking guy. Comes out with this Chinese girl letting him out of the room. So this Chinese girl says, oh hi, that was great. The Chinese girl says like, oh yeah, it was good seeing you. It's so nice to see you. It was nice to see you. So he was like, yeah, thanks. That was great. I really enjoyed myself and everything. I feel so good. Thanks for that. And then, so then he looks at me and he's like, hi. And I'm like, oh, hi. And he's like, you're arriving now? And I was like, yeah. And he was like, I will come back in, but he don't think he's got enough time. So he looks at his watch now and he's like, he's gonna have to go, but hopefully I'll see you here next time I come. So I got the vibe he was a regular guy that goes there regularly. He was going, he looked at his watch, he looked like he was in a bit of a hurry, he's probably married or something like that, so he probably needs to get home. So anyway, enter the flats now. It's a little narrow flat, nothing flashy, regular flat with carpet on the walls, painted white, nothing really to get excited over. And then there's this little room on the side, a little room on the left side. So this guy comes out, black guy, dreadlocks, average height, let's say he's like 5'8", 5'9", some like dreaded twist on his head, and he's like, hi, hi, I talked to you on the phone. And I'm like, hi, yeah. So he's like, yeah, come in. So go into this room. In this room there's like a desk, there's a swivel chair, there's like 3 double beds, chest of drawers, wardrobe, and there's a girl sitting on the side. So he's like, yeah, this is let's call her Claire. This is Claire. So Darius says, this is Claire. And Claire's like, hi. And she's like, oh, how come you're here? And Darius is like, yeah, she's came to interview to work here. So I was like, hi. She's like, oh, hi. She seems friendly, blonde lady, like waist length kind of curly hair, decent looking, nice girl. So she's like, yeah, cool, sit down. Darius is like, yeah. She's like, oh yeah, I'm Darius's girlfriend. So I'm like, oh, okay, you work together. And she's like, yeah, I'm Darius's girlfriend. So Darius is like, yeah, you can just chill, sit where you want. If you want to sit on the bed, like, or you can sit on the chair if you're there, if you want to sit. So of course I sat on the chair. I was not about to be sitting on the bed. So I sat onto the chair, and you got to be thinking about germs and all of that as well. So I sat on the chair. And Darius is like, oh, so you know what this job is, yeah? And I was like, yeah, so you advertise for people to work in your party, like serving as a host and stuff like that, you know, playing oblivious. But you know, I'm no stupid girl, I know what this ad is all about. So Darius is like, yeah, you'll be working here for sure. So he's like, you look good though, you could definitely work here. So I'm like, oh, okay, thanks. So she's like, yeah, you know, you look right, you got the right clothes on and that, you look sexy and that, so you know, you could definitely work here. So I was like, oh, okay, thanks. So she was like, let me tell you, do you know what you do though? Yeah, and I was like, some sort of service? And she's like, I know this one's had to spill the tea. So she's like, yeah, but you know the service that you got to have sex with the guy. So I was like, oh, okay, yeah, oh, okay, I didn't know that, but that's cool. So she was like, yeah. So I was like, she's like, what it is, it starts off and it's like a party. Everybody parties, and by then she was sitting on like another swivel chair opposite me. Darius is just like lying down on the bed like he's living his best life, like he's in his house. Well, it is his house, I guess, but like he's got no, you know, new company, you know. So Darius is relaxing. So she's like, yeah, you know, she's got stuff. She goes like, a lot of guys come, couples come, singles come, a lot of people come down here to party, yeah. And the parties, you know, they start at like 8 and they finish at about 4 in the morning. And she's like, so Darius is like, yeah, finish about 4 in the morning, but you know, you don't need to worry about that, because like, if you don't want to travel home, it's cool. Like, you can just sleep here, you can just sleep in one of these beds or whatever, you can just chill down here. So I was like, oh, okay, cool. And then he was like, yeah, so a lot of guys come through. He's like, a lot of the girls there, they complain sometimes, you know, they say they're kind of sore down there. So I was like, oh, okay, is it because I've been with that many girls? And I was like, no, I guess so. Sometimes it's kind of busy, it can get busy sometimes and that, but he's like, don't worry, like, pay wise, yeah, you'll get your money, like, you either get cash or, you know, I can put it in your bank account, whatever you prefer, babe. So I was like, cool. So anyway, Darius was like, you know what, have you done this before? And I was like, no, nothing like this before, I haven't even worked in a bar. So that's like, no problem, yeah. He's like, let me take you through to the party. So, you know, we left the room, basically went down this hallway. It's not a big flat, it's like your average smallish kind of like 2 maybe 3 bedroom flat. So we walked down this corridor and, you know, and we entered this room. So there's this big room and like there's a table, and on the table there's like glasses, there's wine bottles and stuff like that. And then there's like, at the back of the room, there's like this big kind of like, it's like a tent. I would say it's like, imagine you've got a dining room and it had like, there's no wall, and then you basically brought up a tent. So there's like a tent, and it's like, it's not really a see-through tent, so you'd have to like kind of put your head under it to look. So anyway, came in there, entered the room, I seen the tent. I didn't look in the tent straight away. And then there was like some sofas in the room we'd entered, and a load of girls. There was probably like 8, 9 girls. So they were drinking, you know, nobody was really dancing. So I don't know what kind of party this is, because when I go to a party, I thought he was going to be dancing. So this isn't the sort of party I would be going to. It was not what sort of party I'd be expecting. But I was like, okay, cool, because he was giving me like, it's like, on the phone, he was giving that impression, it's like party vibes, like, you know. But I was like, cool, you know what, it's not that late, yeah, it's still only maybe around 9 by now, 9:30. So I was like, you know, he's like, yeah, don't worry babe, it's gonna kick off later. So I was like, cool. So we were at the bar, we're drinking, the other girls were drinking, you know. I wasn't really drinking, I like took the cup of drink, I wasn't really drinking it, you know. I'm kind of like funny, I can't be drinking drinks from anyone, you don't know what's in it, like, I don't know the hygiene and that. So, you know, I wasn't really drinking, but I just had the drink in my hand. But Darius was drinking, and the other people drinking. And then this lady, she was staring at me, this like older lady, maybe she's like 50s, and she was staring at me, she was staring at my body, she staring at my legs, she was staring at my breast. I was feeling really uncomfortable, like, I was like, she's definitely like a lesbian or something, something's going on here. I wasn't feel comfortable, but I used to, you know, just kind of ignoring her, trying to not look her way. And Darius was like, yeah, why don't we have a look in the tent? So I was like, oh Lord Jesus, what's in the tent? Like, I was like, I'm really girl, you know, should you have come here? I know you want content and that, but I was like, no, I'm gonna do it. So I looked into the tent, and in the tent there was like this lady, and she was basically having sex with this guy. And Darius was like, do you want to join in with them and that, you know, show me what you can do? And I was like, no, right now, I don't feel comfortable, like, I wouldn't do that for free anyway, like, no. And Darius was like, cool, that's alright, don't like feel pressured, you know, you gotta brace yourself into it. So I was like, cool. And he was like, I tell you what, babe, like, you know, you're such a nice girl. I really like you, you know, you're so nice. Like, let's just hang out, chill, have drinks for the rest of the night. And, you know, we can worry about, you know, money and work and talk about that a bit later. So, you know, more and more guys arrived, more and more guys were going into this tent with the different girls. Me and Darius were just chilling, and, you know, Darius was just having a drink, and then he ordered in some of McDonald's. So we were just chilling and we were just eating, and, you know, I was getting to know Darius was getting to know me, and I'll tell you what happened, you know, with me and Darius and the whole event in part 2. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. See you on another one. Please subscribe so you don't miss a goddamn thing. Let's go.